Blog Talk Radio.
Good evening, everyone. This is me, Jonathan Alexander, and I'm here to host our show, Life, Laughter, Happiness. Today, I have my co-host, Barbara, here with me. Are you there, Barbara?
Yes, I am. Hi, everybody.
So, how are you feeling, Barbara? You feeling good? You getting ready for Halloween?
Yes. I am feeling so great. Did you know that Halloween is my favorite holiday?
Why is it your favorite holiday?
It just gives me such a great feeling. I love dressing up. I love becoming a character. I've never grown out of it, so I must have 100 costumes. And I used to model these, too, so I would collect them, and every year I get a new one. I heard Dayle Schear,
Yes,
Psychic
this
Dayle
is our
Schear.
Psychic Dayle.
How are you?
Our
Aloha.
Psychic Dayle. How you doing, Dayle? How you doing, Richard?
I'm doing just fine. It's okay. It's Nevada Day in Nevada, which means that they have all kind of festivities and parades and eating contests and all kinds of things. So it's kind of neat. And then they have all stuff tomorrow. Oh, no, just people. No. I stay away
you're waiting for your booster shot.
Yeah. I am waiting. I have to get normal blood testing first this next week. And after that, when that comes in within a day or so, then I'll look at it and see. Because I don't want the booster to, because I have to have regular blood tests, I don't want the booster to interfere somehow. For some reason, I figure it might. So I'm not going to get it till later. I've checked with some girls where I go swimming, and they said they had no side effects whatsoever. And I know you had your second shot, and you got to wait a bit. Did you get Moderna?
Yes, I did. And, I was pleasantly surprised. I was so worried about getting sick. I don't like being sick with the flu symptoms. That's the worst. And so I just kept putting it off, but I nothing happened, Dayle. I mean, I felt a little weird. What was that?
I told you nothing would happen. You'd be okay.
I know. I mean, you are a psychic.
I can't see for myself. And Richard can attest to that. We go out and we'll have something to eat, and he has to clean up after me because I'm not visually miss my mouth or I drop the iced tea or do something weird. And he's going, he's my keeper.
Now I really can imagine you guys at lunch. Do people come by and talk to you? Because you look very inviting. The two of you.
Well, I'm spaced out is what it is. I'm spacing out. So because I'm spacing out, I forget where my mouth is.
But you enjoy it. You enjoy your favorite restaurants.
Yeah, we have a little place called Starkey's here that's it's an old time, like a diner, but it's a restaurant. But it's neat, and it's very inexpensive, and their food's very good. And like one of my favorites I just discovered was an egg omelet with spinach and mushrooms, and it had hollandaise sauce on it, and it was, oh my God, it was awesome.
I would love it. I'm a vegetable person, and I love spinach and mushrooms. Wow, I've got to try that.
It was really good. I had Richard try it for the first time. He was always doing the pancake bit, but I said, try this. This is really good. And I wanted to do this for my before my test for my A1C, so I'm eating mostly protein and drinking water, until I take my test. And then, we'll see what happens.
So
you'll get iron.
Not to jump in,
You know what? One time, Johnny, hold on.
Okay.
I have to tell Dayle because she'll probably find it interesting. One time I got my blood tested, and they were surprised, and so was I. They said, you're high in iron. Usually I was just completely normal. And what are you taking? Well, I was taking a multivitamin once a day, but it said multi-plus iron. I just thought, well, the more the better. And that was too much for my body. So as a warning to everybody out there that, be careful with just vitamins you're buying off the counter there. I mean, you got to read. So,
you do.
So then I stopped taking it, but I've never taken vitamins since then. I mean, a few here and there.
Well, you should. I mean, you should. I studied the general vitamins for years, and I'll tell you something, there's certain ones that really work. Like if you're going to get a cold or you have a sore throat, 1,000 vitamin C an hour will do it. And after about 5, 6, 7 hours until you get diarrhea, then I'm telling you, it works. You don't get.
Then you think you have a cold and a flu.
No, you don't. No, it goes. The sore throat goes away. So there's lots of
those vitamins, they're expensive for the good ones, the real good vitamins.
Don't buy the good ones.
You're going to go through the whole bottle.
The regular ones are just good that you get at Walmart. Trust me.
Okay, well, that's good to know right now, everybody, when it's getting so cold out. But before we have our caller go on.
Barbara, I will. But, Barbara, I got to ask you a question. How many people do you know since this COVID started that had a cold or a flu?
Nobody.
Got it. Very few people have had the flu because they've been wearing the masks. Very few people have had a cold because they're wearing the mask. So it's got to tell you something right there. So if you're not into wearing masks, if you don't want to get a cold or a flu, just wear a mask.
I noticed that too. I did a few months ago. I'm like, you know what? I have not even had a sniffle because everybody's ultra careful with the washing of the hands is so important. And plus people don't shake hands anymore. That was the number one. Well, I'm not sure. I'm not a scientist, but you're touching somebody after they could ditch their face.
No, but if in Japan, they bow. They don't shake hands. And in Hawaii, they use the shaka sign, and they use their fist bump, So
and now we do the bump.
Yeah, there's something to that.
Americans now do the elbow bump, right? I do it all the time.
Looks weird, but, I mean, it's just like nothing wrong with just bowing your head and greeting someone.
Let's bow now, Dayle. I like that idea.
I don't know. I like the shaka sign where you do. You know what the shaka sign is? Your thumb and your pinky, and you wave it.
Oh.
You put your thumb up
on
and
one hand. I put.
Yes, the thumb and the pinky are up, and the rest is down. That's a shaka sign.
Oh.
In Hawaii.
I was going to say, is that Hawaiian? Okay, my nails are very long right now, but I got them curled in. I have never even seen that. That's interesting. Everybody try that at home. And this is supposed to be a nice hello.
Well, anytime you see someone on TV doing that, they're from Hawaii. But anyway, we have a caller. So
we sure do. This is area code 347. You're on the air.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah, barely.
A little louder, please.
Are you able to hear me now?
What is your name and where are you from?
Yeah, my name is Maribel. I'm calling from New York.
Oh, what part of New York, darling?
New York City.
Wow. Very rare that we get New York City. I'm a Manhattan girl. I was born in Jersey, but love Manhattan. And are the Broadway shows up yet?
I haven't gone to any, so I wouldn't know.
Have you been watching at all, or do you know?
No.
Okay. How can I help you, Maribel?
Basically, I am applying for a residency position, specifically within anesthesia, and I was wondering if you saw me getting any interview invites, because we're already a couple months in to the process, and I haven't been so, lucky with...
Okay. I'm confused why you're not lucky. You mentioned something in the beginning. Are you from New York? Are you applying at hospitals?
Yes.
Okay, and everybody's in dire need of anything in the medical field. That's why I am really astonished that you don't have anything yet.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
What are you doing wrong?
I have no idea because we sent out our applications a while back, and I have no idea.
When you say a while back, how long is a while back?
About a month ago.
Okay. How about you start anew after you've talked to me? I'm wishing you a lot of luck because you are going to get something right away, and start just going through every single hospital, every single one. Doesn't matter where it is, go for it. And you're going to get it. And if you have to go to Jersey, go to Jersey. It doesn't matter. There's something wrong because there's a million jobs. Just to give you an idea, and this is unrelated, but there's 600 openings in the post office in Honolulu, Hawaii. Now, that's crazy in itself. I mean, there are so many jobs people don't want to work. So for you not to get something is really weird.
No, I'm saying because it's also a competitive process. A lot of people are applying for similar positions.
Well, you don't
because
know
this
that.
is season.
You don't know that. Do you know how many? There is so many jobs out there and so many positions open. Just go for it.
So this specific residency position, though.
It doesn't matter, sweetheart. They need people in every way, shape, and form and everything. So the question is, are you going to get something? Yes, just apply. Keep applying and don't stop.
Is it in the field that I want, though?
Yes.
Because...
Yes.
Okay.
Stop being so particular. If it's not in the field you want, take it anyway because you will get it in the field you want eventually. So don't worry.
Okay.
Stop worrying and be more positive, okay?
I'm trying.
I know. Hey, I'm from back east. I know what it's like to be, we tend to be more pessimistic than optimistic. I know. But just go for it, sweetie. You're going to get it.
Okay. I'll give it my best shot. I mean, I'm
Thank
reviewing
you.
everything. I really don't see anything wrong.
What?
I'm reviewing everything, and I'm not really seeing anything that I've done wrong.
Okay, good. Don't worry. Just, just go for it. You're going to get something. How old are you?
28.
Oh, my God. You're young. You're a baby. You will get you will get something, darling. Don't worry. Okay?
Go for it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Thank
fun.
you.
Fun to
Thank you.
go for it.
But good night,
Barbara, I don't understand. There's a million jobs. I mean, when Blake told me that in Hawaii for the post office there's 600 jobs, I go, we didn't have that many post offices. How can that be?
There's so many. It seems like if you really want one, you could just go get whatever, but I don't get it. Because I'm not in that field.
Well, it doesn't matter.
I'm creative.
It's me too, but I don't understand. Well, entertainment's just now coming back a little bit, but I just don't understand. There are thousands of jobs throughout the United States and everywhere. And to not be able to get, even if you're specialized, to not be able to get something is beyond my comprehension.
Well, maybe they're looking for more of a step up, like a career, not just an ordinary job.
Well, that's the case, and sometimes you have to start a little bit at the bottom and work your way up.
Yeah, and sometimes they don't even know what they want to do.
That's true.
They got to figure it out. But she's young. It's fun to go for it. It's fun. just to go, even move somewhere where you don't know anybody. I did that when I was 19.
No, I did that when I was 12. No, 14. I moved from
14.
New Jersey, New York to L.A. Ooh, that was rough. That was rough. It was rough. When you're back
from
east.
Seattle. Back east? Oh, yeah, right. It's totally different.
Totally
really
different. And when I loved back east more than my life. I loved New York more than my life. To be honest with you, I used to carry the smell of New York in my purse. I know that sounds crazy.
You told us that.
I mean, I did. And whenever I wanted to smell New York, I'd open up my purse. I mean, it was crazy.
But it does have a smell. Oh, my gosh, I did a little video when I was in Nevada, Summerlin, Nevada. I opened up the door, and it smelled, I go, just like Summerlin, Nevada. I used to live there. Cities have a scent, for sure.
They do. They do. Every city. In Hawaii, you get the wind and the blackbirds and the lays, and that's the scent of Hawaii. I mean,
as soon as you get off the aircraft,
Yeah.
As soon as you get off the aircraft
Richard.
in Honolulu. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm here, but as soon as you get off the aircraft in Honolulu, you smell it. Fresh air.
Okay,
with
but
the scent of Hawaii.
It's just like no other. But I wanted to ask because you understand Washington, the scent in Spokane, when I would go from Seattle to Spokane and see my relatives, that scent of Spokane was definitely different than Seattle. So even in the same state, the cities are different.
Well, Seattle's got a lot
of there, right?
I don't think anyone's done a study on that, but I mean, I just don't know why it is. But when Richard took me up for his birthday, we went up to Seattle. We went to Oregon, and we went through all the went to the island. Richard, what's the name of the island? The island where you're going to be
Whidbey Island.
Whidbey Island.
But that whole area is full of salt air. Salt air.
The ferry boats are fun,
water.
aren't they?
The ferry boats.
Trees. A lot of trees.
Richard has
so
the
many
thing about
people have not been on the ferry boats where you actually drive your car from the road onto the boat and you park in there, and they are amazed. Oh, my gosh, when people had moved to Seattle, they had never seen anything like that. So that's special, and I still like to ride on the ferry boat when I visit.
Yep. And then, I hate to say this, but in New York at Staten Island, they used to have a ferry that my dad would drive the car on, and we'd go over to Staten Island that way through the car. That was kind of different, too. So cool. I love that. I love it. I love that part.
Get back to your call.
Me too.
All right.
Okay.
Johnny, do you want to give out the number?
Yes, I do. It's 516-531-9874 for a free reading. Would you like to put a caller on?
Sure.
Okay. Area code 352. You are on the air.
Hello, everyone. This is Joanna in Florida.
Hi, Joanna in Florida. What's the weather like?
Florida.
Hello. I went through a very traumatic relationship ending just over a month ago. And with the events, I lost my job. And so I'm wondering, I'm in the apartment. My ex is no longer here. So I'm wondering if you see me being able to stay here for at least a few months longer. In other words, will I find either a job or finances to stay here, in other words?
Okay, let's start one at a time. Where are you? Okay, what city in Florida are you in?
I'm in Ocala, Florida.
Where is that?
That is in North Central Florida. North Central Florida. We are an hour and a half north of Orlando. And directly in the middle of, smack dab in the middle of Florida North.
Okay, my question to you is this. Do you have a one-bedroom or a two?
A one-bedroom.
Okay, that proposes a little bit of a problem because I would say get a roommate. But it's hard when you have one bedroom. Unless you have a couch that opens up into a bed, or you have a air bed. So that is a possibility because there is such a shortage. I don't know if where you are, is there a shortage of places to live?
Oh, there is nowhere else to live. Yes, it's very desperate to find housing.
Okay, then it doesn't hurt to really interview one person and either get a couch that opens up into a bed or get a air mattress. And I know for a fact, I looked for 3.5 months in Nevada just to find a place to live, and the rents kept going up, and it's the same in Florida. It's the same everywhere. So I would suggest that there is one person that will pay rent. What is your rent now?
It's $4.95 a month.
That's cheap.
Mm.
Is that low-income housing?
Yes.
Are you allowed to have a person live there?
Yes.
Because most low-income housings, they don't let you sublet.
Yes, you're allowed to have more than one person, please. Yes.
Okay, then go for it. Charge somebody $300, a month, even $4. I mean, they'll pay for it. Just, clean up the place, straighten it up, make sure it's not messy, make sure it looks halfway decent and clean. There are people out there that are starving to find a place to live.
That's true, yes.
Please, you could put that on the marketplace on Facebook, and you'll get really good response.
Wow, yes, I didn't even think about that, yes.
Yeah, well, very few people do. I've sold when I was moving, I sold almost everything at the marketplace, all right? People they do apartments, they do houses, everything, okay?
Yes.
So problem solved there. You will get someone. But make sure you interview them and you get along with them and they're nice and that type of thing.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Well,
the other thing.
Yes.
What?
Yes, I'm sorry.
The other thing is about a job. What type of work do you do?
I currently I work from home. I'm an independent contractor. I do all types of work that you could do through the computer, like customer service, marketing, any type of work like that. Anything that you could do computer-wise through the computer from home.
Have you looked at, sweetheart? Have you looked at Amazon.com? They are hiring like crazy for people to stay home and work on the computer, and you need to look at that.
I will relook. I previously applied from them, but I didn't hear back. So I will relook into that again.
Okay. When people don't hear back, that means you've got to get on the phone and call, or that means you have to keep emailing them to your nonsensical. Because there's hundreds and thousands of jobs with Amazon. Okay, that's just one. You might want to try Google. You might want to try a lot of them. There's just a lot of, customer service stuff all over the place.
Yes, exactly. Well,
we're all tired
of,
we're all tired of hearing calls from international with the broken English trying to help us. So go for it, okay? Go for it.
Right. Yes, I will. Thank you. Bless you so much. You have a great evening.
Thank you,
Why
ma'am.
are you leaving?
Okay.
Why is she?
Bye-bye.
Why is she leaving?
I don't know.
What do you mean, why is she leaving?
I guess.
No.
Maybe she thought there was a time limit or something. I don't know.
I don't know.
And
she's back.
Is she
I'm
back?
still here. Done. Yes, I'm still here.
In here.
You didn't have to leave, sweetheart.
Oh, okay.
Okay. What happened with you and your friend, the relationship?
He got off of his meds, and he just got worse and worse and worse. and it was not a healthy situation anymore. He wouldn't get help. He kept making appointments and not going and not going and not going. And he just got worse and worse and worse. So it was no longer a healthy situation.
Okay, that's because he was off his meds?
Yes.
Well, you did the right thing. Someone else is going to come along, so not to worry. Okay. Do you like the area where you live?
I actually want to find another area. I've lived here for many, many years. I'm just not happy here. So I've lived other places in Florida, and I would rather move to, other areas that I was happier in, when I am financially able to, in other words.
Well, it's hard finding housing. So just keep applying.
Yes.
Yeah, the best you can do is keep applying and then hope for the best, because that takes a while. But you're going to be all right. I see you making money, and it may take 2 or 3 different little jobs that you're doing,
right.
but just go for it, and you're going to be fine.
Oh, wonderful! You giving me the chills. That's very good news to hear.
Pardon me?
You gave me the chills. It's very good news to hear. Yes.
I'm glad. I'm so happy for you. It's going to be fine. Not to worry.
Thanks.
And tell your friends about our show. We're on every Friday, and thank you very much for calling.
Oh, I sure will. Thank you. Okay. All right.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bye-bye.
Well, we made her happy. Johnny, give out the phone number again, please.
Sure. It's 516-531-9874. Let's see. Do you want to go to the next caller?
Just give a moment for me and Barbara. Barbie,
Give it a
you
moment.
there?
Yes, I am here.
Did you have fun in Las Vegas?
Yes. Thank you for asking. Oh, I wish they would have been playing. I went to the Raiders game. I wish they would have been playing the Seahawks, but they weren't. They were playing the Eagles, and they won. I know, Richard, right? Seahawks fan.
Yes.
But,
it
was a great experience because we were there in the owner's, private suite with, the food was out of this world. They had a sushi chef right there, plus whatever you wanted, like the best buffet ever, and everything, and wonderful people. So that's the way to do it.
Well, I saw some pictures of you on Facebook. I don't know if it was the owner holding on to you very tight or somebody was holding on to you very tight. And that was him. And did he invite you to more games?
Well, I'm not sure, but I sent him a very nice thank you note via Instagram message. First I followed him, and then I just said thank you for the VIP treatment. I thoroughly enjoyed my time, and congratulations again. And I sent him the 2 pictures I had of us. I literally just met him that one time, and he started posting them everywhere. So that was cool because, he's funny. I didn't know he was so funny. So you guys should check out my Instagram. Yeah, the owner is Mark Davis. Go ahead.
You look really happy. You look like you had a lot of fun and a lot of enjoyability. It was wonderful. It looked wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much. And the people I stayed with were wonderful, and it was great hanging out with the former bunny mother, Pat Lacey, who has been with Playboy, or, not anymore, but was there like 50 years. She was an original Playboy bunny, and it was very, very cool hanging out with her. She had a stroke when all that went down, and they went in there and said, hey, everybody, leave the office right now. Don't even bother taking your stuff. And they were all let go. And after Hef died, she had a stroke.
Wow. My question to you, when are we going to do our thing? Because I have a couple of questions. What was Hef like?
On the 4th or 5th, what did we have down, Johnny?
We had it down for the 5th. What we're going to do is
Okay.
Instead of you doing, I think next week what we're going to do is instead of doing the traditional call-in show, we're going to be doing one where you're going to be on her show instead by video.
Well, I'm glad you're telling me now. I'm glad I asked. I mean, that's
we took care of
you
it.
better
Yeah.
remind me. So is that like next Friday?
Yes.
Yes.
We agreed
I
on
don't
this.
want to put that off anymore.
Yeah.
We are not putting it off.
Okay. Because you're supposed to interview me, and I had a question on what Heifer's like.
Okay.
Oh, I guess we'll answer it on the show.
Well, no, ask me whenever you want, on or off. And Richard's laughing. I would love hanging around Richard because he's just positive and always happy, it seems like. Does he ever get in a bad mood?
That's why he's 93 years old. Like if you stay at that level and you stay happy all the time, I think you live longer.
Yes.
He does not stress out.
Oh yeah, he does.
Sometimes. Only when I go to eat with Dayle. I have to watch the iced tea where I get a shower. See. That kind of thing.
All right, you ready for the next caller, Dayle?
Sure.
Go.
Yeah.
Okay. Area code 917. You're on the air.
Hi, Miss Dayle. How are you?
I'm fine. Who's this?
This is Terry.
And Terry, where are you calling from?
I'm calling from New Jersey.
Another part of Jersey. What part of Jersey? It's my neck of the woods.
Jersey City.
That was close to my neck of the woods. I was born in Newark. And then I lived yeah, I was. I was born in Newark and lived there for 9 years. And then we moved to Hillside, which was close to your neck of the woods. And I think we lived there for about a year or so. And then we moved to Lakewood. And my parents opened up a little restaurant in a pharmacy, a little diner. And I loved it. I absolutely would have lived in Lakewood for the rest of my life, but our house burned down. So it was a little hard to do. But I'm a Jersey girl, so this is great. Living in Jersey City, they've changed a lot, though, huh?
Yeah, I just actually moved there about a week ago, and it has, it's different. I'm still getting acclimated with the area.
Tell me how different it is. I want to hear.
It's actually, you know what? They have more new residential buildings up. So then there's more stores in the area, from what I understand, more malls. So they're building more restaurants.
Great.
So actually, people are moving to Jersey City. The rent is actually higher there, though, now. Really?
Well, in my day, because I'm older, but, in my day, Newark was rough. And my cousins owned a bakery there, and it was kind of neat on Clinton Avenue. And Newark, I never could understand why, because you have West New York, you have Newark, and I lived in West New York for a while, which you could see New York, and you're wondering, why aren't the rents really high? Well, it's starting to get there now, and I know Jersey City was coming up in the ranks, and it's really nice. What do you do for living out there?
Huh?
What do you do for a living?
Oh, well, you know what? Currently, so I have two jobs. One job in healthcare, and the second job, it's a city job in New York City. So I'm looking to actually leave that job. Yeah, the one in New York City. So I have two jobs.
What is the one in New York City?
That's dealing with it's actually in human resources. It's an executive assistant job.
Why do you want to leave there?
Well, that's what it is. That I'm looking to go to New Jersey, because I've been here for 4 years, And I'm in the company, and I'm seeing things online that I would like to apply, that I'm actually applying for. So.
Oh, okay, all right. There's gazillion jobs out there because whatever you want,
yeah, it's better.
You're gonna be able to write your own ticket. And Jersey is you have to love the country because Jersey is very except for like New York and Jersey City, but I mean Trenton. I don't know how Trenton is now. That used to be the state capital. I don't know, but I mean Jersey is very at points very rural and very nice and very beautiful, and it's a lovely place to live, and it's mellow and it's very family oriented. And New York is more of the hustle bustle, and it's very family oriented. Well, but it's extremely. I remember we used to open our windows. Shows you how old I am. Open our windows as I was a kid in Jersey and talk to your neighbor through the window. I mean, it was trippy, very trippy, and things are. I just miss Becky's a lot. So it's good.
Yeah.
What can you do for
But you're going to be able to get whatever you want, darling, and it's just like apply, call, go, do. There's no problem.
Oh. Okay, because my question is this. I'm actually going on vacation the week of Thanksgiving, and I'm going to get my resume out this week. I have it being updated through a resume service.
Mm-hmm.
So once I get it out, do you see me interviewing before I go away or after I come back?
I think you'll have a choice because what they're doing with people now is they're letting them start whenever they want because they're so desperate. So if you say, but, I really want to work for you, but I've already planned this vacation and it's for the holidays and, please understand that. There's no problem.
Oh,
no
I
problem.
see. Okay.
You have to understand they are desperate. They're desperate.
Okay.
I mean, in Nevada here, there are literally thousands of jobs, but no place to live. So that's very interesting. I don't know how they're going to do that. I mean, they have owners actually opening, doing things. Have you heard of In-N-Out, Becky's? Do they have it? In-N-Out Burgers?
Never heard of it before.
Okay, I thought so. Okay, because it's pretty big back. It's pretty big here, but don't worry. You're going to get what you need to get, and it'll be fine.
All right. Okay. So, all right. So I'm going to buy my interview clothes this week, and I'm going to start preparing. And I'm not going to worry.
No, don't worry at all, and just be positive. And if you look online, know that there are hundreds of thousands of jobs out there. And I'm sure if Jersey City is coming back up, to the real positive level, then there's going to be jobs.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Thank you. I'm staying optimistic. Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Thank you. Bye-bye. That was a good one.
All right.
You talk. I need a little rest.
Yes. Well, since you said it was Nevada Day, have you seen anything on the news about it? I'm wondering, is it a lot of people gathering in one place?
Yes.
In every city?
It's parties. It's Nevada Day. I don't exactly know what that means, but I think it's an anniversary of how old the state is or something like that. And they close everything. I mean, everything is closed for Nevada Day. And they have a parade in the street tomorrow, and everybody dresses up, and they have rock climbing, and they have all kind of, festivities, and then they have a bike run. And, it's just like they have a lot of things going on at once. And then they have a beer drinking contest, and, it's Nevada.
My gosh, I'm thinking about the food because I'm so hungry. I love it at the festivals and all the barbecues going on. It sounds fun, but I'm surprised that they really are having these big festivals when the coronavirus is out there.
Well, we don't have it as bad here. And the government was just on, and they're asking him, can we take off our masks? And he's saying, not quite yet, but it's going down, 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 down here. So I don't know about other parts of the United States, but I do know here it's going down. And that's because a lot of people are taking shots.
I think you're going to find this interesting. When I went to the football game, they had a booth where people were getting vaccinated right then and there so they could go in and enjoy the game. Did you know that?
Well, I'm glad. But that's only one shot. That doesn't do it.
No, they don't let you in with one shot. You have to have 2 shots. They don't let you in with one shot. You have to be fully vaccinated. Yes. I mean, that's why I had to rush and get my second shot, remember? And I was so worried I was going to get sick on my way there.
No, but it takes 2 weeks for the shot to take effect.
Well, that's okay. They thought of that. There's one wristband for fully vaccinated, and there's one wristband for people who will be okay in 14 days. And those people have to wear their mask. But when I went and got into the private suite, I took my mask off because there wasn't very many people in there, and they were all fully vaccinated. So I did. I couldn't wear that the whole time.
Well, but remember, it only takes one person to be asymptomatic, and you get something.
Well, I wore it in and out, but not when I was in there. And we were eating, and we were always sipping on our drink.
They're being exceptionally careful. Rich and I were wondering why all those thousands of people are not wearing masks. I mean, we're
you were?
Wondering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you would find it interesting.
Yeah, if you look at the TV, you wonder why they're not wearing masks.
Right.
You're wondering.
It's a good way to get people to
vaccinated.
Get vaccinated, take their football away.
Yes, that's true. To do that in baseball with the World Series. With the World Series. Who do you want to win, by the way, in the World Series? You have Houston and Atlanta.
I don't know. I'm not into those teams. I like the Dodgers so much.
Neither am I.
Richard. I'm a Yankee fan.
Yeah. I mean, I will enjoy it anyway, but I just don't know anybody or anything about. I don't even know the players really on the Dodgers, but I do love them, But I do know football players' names, though. I'm into that.
I'm not into football. I don't quite understand it. But I am into baseball, and I love it, And these teams, though, that are playing, the Braves and Atlanta Braves and Houston, they're both very good. I mean, I have no feeling whatsoever but to watch them. It's quite enjoyable. And the game's on now, and it's 0-0. But, I mean, they really put their heart into it. And it's nice. Anyway,
I love baseball.
Johnny, do you have another caller, or what's going on?
We sure do. Area code 310, you're on the air.
That's LA.
Thank you so much, Johnny. Hello,
Hi.
How are you? I'm Linda.
Hi, Linda. And you're calling from what, Los Angeles?
Los Angeles, yes.
Okay. What part of LA?
I'm on the northern side, which is Burbank, California, if you know where that is.
Oh, yeah.
No, very familiar with that area. I used to live in Studio City. Yeah,
oh,
and
yeah.
And
neighbors.
Richard lived all the places 30 years ahead of me, but the same places. Very weird.
You've got a good airport.
Out in the valley.
It's a good airport.
Yeah, we
it's
do have a great airport.
Yeah.
I just wish more planes would fly direct to Burbank, like from Reno to Burbank, without having to stop in Vegas and then go to Burbank. And I hate that. But anyway, hopefully that'll happen.
Yeah, they've recently expanded it and upgraded it. It's now called an international airport. So, heck, the Rolling Stones were just here a few days ago, and they landed in Burbank.
Wow. Well,
yeah.
we don't have direct flights yet from Reno to Burbank. that I know of. I have to check
Right.
into it, but last I checked, it's just like you always got to stop in Vegas and then stop somewhere else or whatever before you get to Burbank, and that bothers me because I can technically
I know.
drive to Burbank in 7 hours. I mean, if I wanted to. And I love Burbank. I grew up there. Anyway, how can I help you? And what was your name?
Linda.
Okay, Linda, how can I?
So tell me what's on my money horizon, if you would, please.
Well, I can't be that general. We have to be specific. What do you want to know specifically about the money situation? Is it work? Is it money? Is it investments? Is it stocks? What is specific?
I left a job about 2 years ago, and I've been racking my brain to figure out a new chapter, a new thing that I could get excited about. And I haven't really came upon something that floats my boat that I want to get into. So unfortunately, we had to close our business about 2 years ago, and I really, really love the business, and it was sad to close it. But, that's how it goes. So I haven't been able to find my new niche.
Okay, my question to you is this. This is very strange, but I always have to say something strange. What do you do with the TV or movie industry at all, if anything?
I am an author, and I've been approached about a half a dozen times to turn my books into a movie or a TV show. It's been maybe at least 2 years since I've had another offer like that. But, I would love, love, love to do that. Of course.
Well, that is good.
But
I'm an author, too. I've written 5 books, but I'm going to put this, and it's on my website, Dayle, Dayle Schear, SCHEAR.com. But I will tell you this. I see in the television or motion picture industry. So whether it be your books or whether you're helping somebody, there's something that you're going to do into the TV or movie industry. And I would look in that direction. And if it means your
that
book,
would be lovely.
Go for it. Go for it if it's your books.
Yeah.
Yeah, as you know, it's way better when the producer approaches me rather than me knocking on somebody else's door, because they already want you, or they're already rooting for you.
You know what?
So
don't stand on parade. Do whatever it takes, because the world is so crazy right now. Nobody knows what they want. So just go for it. Know of any producers or know of anybody, just casually say, I have this book, and when it's in 25 words or less, tell what it's about.
Yeah.
Just pitch it.
So I have to pitch it, or someone else will approach me again, like.
Well, it could be both ways, but I just do see you pitching it. If you were to talk to me as a producer in 25 words or less, what is your book about?
Well, the book that I get most approached about is a book for women, and it's called Hitched in 90 Days. So I teach women how to be so adorable and so irresistible that the guy has to propose because he fears losing you. So that's what I teach. I feel like women have lost their femininity, they've lost their way, and they really just don't know how to do this anymore. So, because we've been brainwashed the last couple of decades that the sexes are the same, but they're not.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you hear me? All right. There is a book like that was out 20 years ago that I have. It's called How to Make a Man Fall in Love with You by Tracy Cabot. And I'd like you to look that up. How to Make a Man Fall in Love with You by Tracy Cabot. And it worked. Okay, it worked. Okay? Yours is very similar, and it needs to be put out there. There's 2 types of people what they're looking at. You have the feminists now, where it's just like, don't touch me, don't flirt with me, don't talk to me. Oh, sexual. Oh, this is no good. Oh, sexual harassment. Then you have the other ones that are real feminine, and like Barbara, myself, and all, and they were interested in, getting a man to love you.
I bought one of those books, and the author was Linda. Maybe you are her. What is your last name, Linda?
Gross. Gross.
Yes.
What? Oh, my goodness.
I did.
Kidding,
I bought
really?
that book. I have it right here. I'm going to find it. Oh, my gosh. Wow.
Who am I speaking with?
Wow.
Who am I speaking
This
with?
is Barbara, the co-host of the show, Barbara Moore.
Oh, yes,
Okay.
yes. I remember. When I came on Johnny's show about a year ago, I remember you, of course. And how did that work out for you?
Wow. Oh, my gosh. Well, I was just reading it because we had you on, and I'm starting a book club, and I read all the books that our guests have written. Dayle has written 5 books, and this one, it's called Hitched in 90 Days or Less. How did it work out for me? Well, Linda, I wasn't really wanting to be hitched, but I think it was a great book, and just what Dayle was saying over, about the other book, I mean, yours is like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy, Dayle.
Well, that's awesome.
I'd like you to look up, I don't know if it's still in print, but How to Make a Man Fall in Love with You by Tracy Cabot. And trust me, that works. I was dating my husband when I was reading the book, and I got married. So, what can I tell you? I was following what was in the book.
Well, she wrote her own.
I wrote my own, right? Why would I read someone else's book?
But don't be that way. No, Hollywood.
I mean, I personally use the techniques in my book, and I've had other thousands of women use it too, and it works very, very well. So,
my question to you is this.
And it's easy.
It's a techniques. Are they hearing, feeling, touching, physical? Are those the techniques?
Not necessarily. They are techniques that most men want, and if you understand what those attributes are, then you can play into that. It's kind of like putting the key to the lock.
Yeah,
it's not about you. It's not about the woman, because if you make it about the woman, he doesn't care. You have to light his fire. So you have to do things that excite him to want to be with you.
I have said that, I'm telling you this, Tracy Cabot's book as well, How to Make a Man Fall in Love with You, and again, it may be out of print, it basically works on the senses of feeling, hearing, physical, seeing attributes. In other words, if you were to ask a man, if you went to the beach, tell me what you see or feel or whatever. It's 2 different languages. If one just sees the ocean or one just feels the ocean, then you have a problem, because then at that point you are in 2 different worlds, and it's rough. But the feeling people, the seeing people are 2 different animals. If you were to combine that too with your book or lecture, because I do see you doing lecture, workshop, and seminar, if you were to put both of those together, you'd have a dynamo, situation. You understand what I'm saying?
I do. I appreciate that thought. Thank you so much.
Yeah. I have, because I have done counseling for thousands of people, and what I have found, and I've had my own show in Hawaii, but what I have found is that people that don't get along. What's the matter, Johnny?
No, I was just saying, I mean, like, I mean, you were talking about Dale's book.
Don't interrupt right now, Johnny. Okay.
Right.
What I was going to, you tell me after, what I'm trying to say is that, see, now it went away because you interrupted. That, you got the 2 different languages. If one does nothing but feel, then the person who just sees things they just don't get along. And half the time that's why divorce occurs, because you have a feeler that says, I don't want to go there because this doesn't. Oh, Johnny.
Sorry, I was going to say something.
What you want to say? Go ahead.
Right. But, Linda's book is a good, Linda's got some good philosophies. I've known Linda for years. So,
okay, Johnny, that's not what I want to hear right now, please. I'm in the middle of talking to her and telling her something that I know, and you're interrupting. So what I'm trying to say nicely is that, look, when you're dealing with I see things, or I see that, or isn't that beautiful? I think I have one day a year, I'll be honest with you, that I actually physically see things. The most, immediately you can say, wow, look at those mountains. Or I'll pass a building that's been there for 30 years and not even know it's there. So once you get the physical and the feeling, if people can understand how to integrate it, then they can have a very good relationship.
Yeah, well, that's the whole challenge, is oftentimes the sexes are coming from a different place. So that's the challenge, to cross over and see or feel things from the other person's point of view.
Right. I'd like to read your book. That's very, sounds very interesting.
Thank you. Hitched in 90 days.
Pardon me?
Hitched in 90 days. You can find it on Amazon, Hitched in 90 days.
Well, I was hoping you'd send me a book and I'd send you one that I've written.
Okay.
One author to another.
Do you have, that would be good if you could do that, Linda.
I'll be happy to. Send me contact information and I'll make that happen.
Great. My book. I have one out that is, I have The Psychic Within, Dare to Be Different. I have... Let's see. I'm staring right at it. My mind is going blank.
Oh, I have your list of books.
No,
Believe.
I'm staring right. Believe. I think you would like An Angel Over the Airwaves. That's a really good book. It's love
Tarot for the beginner.
Yeah, but I don't sell that one because I'm almost out of those books. But An Angel Over the Airwaves is... really, 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 I think she'd like it, just to read. And I'd be glad to send that to her. But, I just want you to get off the pedestal and open up to all things that are possible. And you may be a great writer, but if nobody knows who you are, it doesn't matter. I was on Amazon.
I agree with you.
And I have found that out. I can be the greatest psychic in the world, and if no one knows who I am, it doesn't do me a bit of good. But all I can say is this, is that you have the talent. Things will be made into a book for you. Things will be made into a movie. There's more books you're going to write. And I just see you being very successful.
Very good. Thank you.
Thank you, Linda.
Oh, hey, Linda, I was wondering, okay, this one's just for women, and do you have one for Johnny?
I do. I do have one for men. That's what my podcast is based off of. It's called The Science of Mastering Women. The Science of Mastering Women. Yeah.
Johnny, have you read it?
No, I haven't read it, but I have many, many times asked Linda for advice, which is sort of the same thing.
Yeah.
No, it's not the same. You got to get it inside
your
your brain.
Direct connection.
Yeah.
Yeah, but still, he needs to study. He needs to.
Barbara, speaking of which, I sent Johnny all my books, and it was for you, and I don't know if you ever got it.
I looked through them. I saw I saw them. They were.
Hey,
they
Johnny,
were interesting.
Did you ever send it to Barbara?
I have all your books. I'm the one who made all the screenshots from all of them, and I have been flipping through them. Especially the tarot one I've been studying, so I could be ready for your class.
Okay,
to the world.
Whenever you're ready. I'm okay with that. So in the next few weeks, whenever you want me to do it on your show, I'll be glad to do it.
Thank you. And you sign them all for me. But when I meet Linda, she'll sign hers for me, and I collect all of our guest books. And I'm very proud of you guys for the hard work it takes to, write it, get it done. And it's on the shelf.
He's an author of 8 books.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm afraid of his, though.
And Barbara, if you have a spare minute, I would love if you could go on Amazon and just post a review. Just give me a few stars and just say a word or two. Because that's how other people find me, is when they read a review. So, I can say whatever, but it's more credible when a third person says, I found the book to be this and this. Yeah.
I always read reviews helps. On everything.
Sure,
I would be happy to.
Have you ever thought it would come down to everything is on Amazon? I just went to Barnes & Noble yesterday to get some books. So, the only bookstore around, big one.
Right.
Anyway. And it's that.
Right.
It's that. But I've done many book signings at Barnes & Noble. And, they've been very good to me. So, what can I say? Because I had a TV show and I would go to a TV show. But I'm dying to read yours. So if Johnny would get your information, and then I can send you out a book, and if he gives you, I need to give Johnny my address so that, you can,
okay.
You can send it out.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay,
thank you, ma'am.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thank you so much. Nice to talk to you, Barbara.
You too.
And thank you, Johnny,
Always.
for having me on again.
So happy.
Absolutely. And for sure, I'll sign your book. Barbara, are you in LA?
Yeah. Okay, that will be awesome.
Right?
I am
so we'll have to make that happen.
Okay.
Yes. We'll go out for coffee or a drink or something. Yeah.
Oh, I would love to. Awesome,
okay.
Linda. And your picture's on here, and you're beautiful. So, wow, you got the full package. And plus, I was really impressed. 20,000 people, men. 20,000 men she interviewed. Oh,
yes.
That's a lot.
Actually, it's about 100,000.
You find any you like?
You said over 20,000.
I actually chopped the number down because I thought the real number just sounds not so credible. But yeah, I spent 10 years of academic research writing the men's book, and I interviewed over 20,000 men in writing the men's book. So the things that I learned from the academics and the interviewing, all of those traits, I was able to compact that and put that in the women's book. Like, here's what men are looking for. So here's what turns them on. Here's what gets them excited.
It started
out with the men, yes.
No, I mean, what turns a man on? Just one little tidbit.
I'll tell you. I remember one. You want to mirror your man. And I know it's really interesting that these little tiny things mean so much. Like, say he has his foot stuck out to the right. You want to mirror that. Say he's fiddling with his straw. You want to, because it's enduring. It's like a closeness. It's like an intimacy. And it works. I mean, just watch any movie. Flirtation.
Right, because it reflects inclusion, and it reflects acceptance, which is so very important to men. Men want to be accepted.
Here's another
look how easy. These little tips.
Hello.
I can't hear Dayle very well. Dayle, you sound muffled for the last minute. It's muffly, and you normally sound so clear.
Well, I'm sorry. No, my phone speaker. Now it's not. Is that better?
Oh, way better.
Yeah, I had it.
I couldn't even hear you.
Okay, here's the one thing that I have found that works very well. The way to a man's heart is through his stomach. That means cook him what he wants.
What do you say about that, Linda? Is that? I mean, I know. I've heard that forever.
It was very true last century. I don't know if that is altogether too relevant now. Very true.
Oh,
because
yes, it is.
with
My dad
DoorDash
always
and everything else, they can have the pick up whatever restaurant they want, and they deliver it in 20 to 30 minutes, and away they go. So they don't need necessarily the woman for that. Back then, 50 years ago,
I don't agree. I don't agree. My husband works with DoorDash and Grubhub, and half the stuff they make, sure, you could get that, but nothing more lovely than a woman having a glass of wine and something really special for you that you like, and it's homemade, and that's what I get all the time, is they want homemade, and
that's all my dad talks
about. That's what I mean. But that to each their own. To each their own. Okay, well, thank you.
The younger guys,
right.
I get it.
Right.
I understand with the younger guys, but like the old-fashioned older men, the home cooks, but don't break your back over it. And oh my gosh, I wouldn't want to do it every single day, but my mom did.
Right, and it worked.
It was.
Yeah, well,
I'm ready for
not
dinner.
LA.
Let me give it, Barbara. Let me give out my number. Barbara.
Right. Yes,
Barbara.
Oh, you want me to give it out?
Yes, we're at the time that
Oh well.
Okay, everybody. I didn't memorize it, so I have to look it up.
No. I mean, aren't you gonna
do the shout out?
The show or do whatever you shout out?
Okay. Yes, I will do the shout out. Well, I think that this was a fabulous show. Great readings, a lot of great callers, and it was fun to talk to Linda at the end. And thank you so much, Dayle, for your expertise. Go and get her books. She's written 5 books. You can get them directly from her with her signature to you if you want. So get a hold of her directly. All you have to do is go to her website, DayleSchear.com. And also, it's brand new, so go and look through. She's a very, very interesting woman. And so I'm so excited, Dayle. Next week, we are going to see you live on More with Barbara, my show.
Okay,
well,
Johnny.
If all goes well, we're going to be seeing your beautiful face.
What?
Yeah, right. Okay. Johnny,
yes.
Hello.
Yes, I'm here.
Can you call me back, and I will give you my new address to give to that wonderful lady, Linda. Okay?
Okay, I will. All right.
Awesome. Okay, everybody, follow us on YouTube, like to hear this show, and find all of our others. Aloha, Dayle. Aloha, Richard.
Aloha, Barb.
Everyone.
Later.
Yeah.